since we just saw your dad on the 60-minute video, and you're laughing a lot. I see you laughing a lot. But are you ever, like, is it difficult to watch him, you know, since he's gone? I mean, it seems like there would be, like, a sense of loss there when you see him.
Well, like, not those moments, but, like, stuff where it's, like, him, like, hanging out with me and laughing about stuff, and, like, old family moments. Yeah, that's a tearjerker, man. But, like, I don't know. I'm a heartless person, but no, I love my dad. But, yeah, I don't know. They're funny things to, like, listen to. I mean, honestly, it's brought so much joy to the people, and we can learn a lot from that. And honestly, I can't really say that it makes me upset, but like, I'm sure it has in my past, but nowadays it doesn't bother me at all. Like, I just look at it and go, my dad is a funny motherfucker. So yeah, like, my friends are like, Steve can like name 1,000 quotes on my dad right now. He's like, Steve, what comes to mind right now you think of my dad? Just name one quote that comes to mind.
Why don't you go move into that fucking rundown fucking shack on top of the hill with all the bats and the fucking rats on the top of the hill, since you're such a rodent lover?
Steve loves the milk and cigarettes video. It's like one of his favorites.
Yeah.
Like,
He was there.
What are you doing, man? You think that's funny? You jitweed, jitweed, jitweed.
He was there for a couple. Well, the one argument, you actually see him in the video, and I pan over to them, and he's listening to the room. My friend Larry just cracking the fuck up, dude. This is the one that pisses all over the floor.
Blanket, hi Blanket, you little freaky.
She's lucky. She's so nice. She's so sweet, man. But she fucking doesn't know how to go in the litter box.
Why can't you pee in the litter box?
But yeah, I have this like old like Tupperware thing. I already transferred all this stuff to digital. But you get the idea of like, this isn't even like my family's videos. I transferred them. I got rid of those things. The big ass, you know, like those tapes are so big.
Yeah.
Like the high 8 ones. Like I have so fucking many of these goddamn things. Like, let's see here, from like a YouTube point of view. Let me just say under here, I'm only on the first, like, let's say I'm right about at 2002 when that begins. I'm right here, so this goes all the way there and under low, and it keeps going and going and going. Each tape's like an hour or 2 hours each long. And then I switched to digital in like 2007 and 8, and I started that too, so it's like, dude, it's like overwhelming, man. But I will never let, that's why I said to you, I was like, don't let that tape go to waste, because I like having the raw footage and stuff, man.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Like,
what did you do with all this footage before it was on the internet? Like, what would you ever watch it?
Honestly, I just enjoyed doing it. Me and my friends would just laugh and watch it, man.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. And like I told you, I watched CKY videos, and that was my goal, to make one good long video doing it. But I don't know. It's like cool to have all this stuff. But like the older tapes, it's nice that these are small. Like I have mini DV tapes too on the side over here. And those are really small, but the there's VHS, and those are huge.
Yeah.
I never did that, but I have Beta is like a little smaller than VHS. Those are like, I guess they were like the old school VHS tapes, and my uncle has like, God, he had like 100 of those things, man. They're a lot bigger, and I stored all them, but I transferred them all. So I was like, my abandoned house in Delanco, they're just like sitting over there. What's up, Boris?
TJ, you were just saying how your heart, you have a little, like a machine or a computer chip.
I have well, a lot of people that would watch this are probably familiar with like their older family members have like pacemakers or defibrillators. I have an implantable defibrillator. That's what I have in my chest. And mine is like, as a pacemaker, it's constantly keeping on a steady rhythm. And when I'm trying to go to bed, I want to go to bed, and I like can't go to bed. It just constantly keeps beating in a steady fucking rhythm. It's like I'm tired. I'm like, I want to go to bed, and it just fucking keeps going. I'm like, God fucking damn it, can I go to sleep? And I only take like one pill. It's like a beta blocker, and that's like to block arrhythmias in your heart. Honestly, I don't even get them anymore, but I still take it. Like, I'm supposed to take it twice a day. I actually take it once a day. But yeah, it'll just keep me fucking going. Like, for example, tonight, like I paced myself. What time is it right now? It's almost noon. Like, you slept the whole time. I stayed up and drank with my friends. But I mean, I didn't get trashed, but I like socially drank, and I'm like, I got a good buzz going right now, but I would love to just pass out. Like, people are like, what are you on drugs? Or like, what are you on fucking acid? Or, you know, like my dad yells.
Yeah. Did the doctors say that would happen, like a side effect?
No, they did tell me that you would have difficulties in like your sleep schedule. It'll probably fuck you up a little bit. I just actually had this replaced in January, because my other device, I had it for like, I think it was 6 years, 7 years I had it, and it was actually malfunctioning. So like, you know, like the paddles that shock you like that, that's what this is built on my chest. And it was malfunctioning constantly. So like every time my heart, like if it was beating too fast, like the one part, like, all right, your heart is supposed to go like boom, 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 like that. My heart would go boom, and it would go boom, boom, and flicker at the bottom like this. So this device would read it as it would, like your heart is like having a heart attack. It was beating 200 and something beats a minute. It was like, no, it's not. So all of a sudden I'd be in the shower. Like she heard me the one day I was in the shower, and I'm just in there, I'm like washing myself, and I feel fine. And all of a sudden I'm like, fuck! Because it shocks you. It's like you get the paddles, but like, and I'm in there, and you know when you see stars sometimes, like, oh dude, it is the most painful thing. I'd rather get kicked in a goddamn balls than fucking have that thing ever go off again.
Oh man, how long was it malfunctioning?
Since I fucking had it, man. Like it would randomly go off. I was limited to what I wanted to do.
How did you live with that?
Well, I just wasn't able to really exercise. Like I used to go running every day, and I was very active. And nowadays, I'm actually trying to do that again. I actually ran around the track the other day without my pants on, and I don't know why I did it, but we're having fun. But it was actually a test to see how my heart would do, and I actually did it, and it did not bother me. It didn't go off. If I did it before with the old device, if I'm like running for 5 minutes and my heart's continually beating for more than 5 minutes, it would read it as you're trying to have a heart attack, or you're gonna have a heart attack, and it would just fucking shock me, dude. Like it was the worst pain in the fucking world, dude. It is literally when somebody's dying and they go like this, and just shock you, and it fucking hurt. Like I got to the point where I was so used to it, I'd like get ready to go somewhere, like I'm like fuck, it fucking shocked me. It was like an adrenaline rush.
Why didn't it get replaced earlier then?
Honestly, I guess it was like because I get free health coverage from there's a Deborah Heart and Lung Center. It's like for people that, you know, you don't make a lot of money and stuff. I don't have any like really big income or anything, and I'm basically like their guinea pig when I go there. When I would go there, they're like, oh, you're a young man. Like when I think when I first went there, I was like 26 or so, or 25. And I remember being in there, it was like all these Asians and Indians came in, all these young kids, and they're like, oh, and they're like touching me and stuff. Like, hey, you feel his heart? You can feel it beating through his chest. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I literally said to them, I was like, I'm your guinea pig, aren't I? And they just looked around, and I was like, it's okay, guys, you can say whatever you want, man. It's fine, I'm your age, you know, I understand. I was like, you're learning from me, right? And they would ask me, like, did you do drugs? Yeah, it's like, I've never done any hard drugs in my life. Like, I told you, I did a couple like Percocets in 1 month, like randomly a couple times when I drank, but I've never got into hard drugs. I've never done cocaine in my life. The only thing I've ever done is drank, and I've socially smoked weed with people, like occasionally. That's it, man. And this is what I get. This is what's stuck with, you know. And they asked me when I was in the hospital, I was like, did you live with any animals or anything? Because like you had an upper respiratory infection. That's what caused my heart problem. And I just looked at the doctor, I'm like, God damn it, Mom.
Damn.
So, like, my mom still doesn't know this day, and, like, I have no heart to tell her that, and she'll never see this shit anyway. She doesn't watch these videos. Okay. But, yeah, my mom, from her bunnies, is what gave me the upper respiratory infection, which caused my heart to weaken over time. So, like, I basically got fucked over with all that. But I should have actually got checkups, but, like, you know, when you're young, you feel, like, a little stronger and stuff. So I was spitting up like a little bit of green mucus here and there, and I thought nothing, like, oh, I got a cold. But no, I had a really bad infection, and I didn't know that. And it slowly went to my heart, and the doctor that I talked to, he's like, you'd be so surprised at how many people that come in here and they say, oh, I just thought it was a cold. It was just an upper respiratory infection. It slowly leaks into your lungs, and it goes to your heart, and next thing you know, they're having heart failure. I had heart failure on, I think it was like New Year's Eve 2005, and next thing you know, I had pink fluid in my lungs. I was coughing it up. Well, let's just say it was awful, but you know, I'm still here. But I'm a health nut. That's what I understand. Like, I take my vitamins, I juice every day. I was constantly exercising. I mean, honestly, I socially party with drugs, but I didn't really do drugs. Like, I've never really done any hard drugs in my life. Even back then, I didn't drink, and I like got fucked over. So, get your checkups, kids, every 6 months. Seriously, man. You should always get, once you hit that age like 20, I think you should always get a checkup every 6 months, especially if you have like free health care. Because like my old man, for example, he didn't go and get his checkups, and when he had lung cancer, he was already 2 years into it. If he would have got his checkup every 6 months, he would still be alive today. Because you can defeat cancer when it's in the early stage, but when it gets to that point, it's like, it's like a minor form of rat poison. It's like to thin out your blood for your heart to make your heart beat better and properly. And I actually wasn't taking care of myself with it, and I was taking too much, I guess. And I remember I woke up one day and I started urinating blood because my blood was so thin. I guess it was going through it, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I actually videotaped that too. Wow. One day you'll see that. But I talked to the doctor, and it's like, nah, it's fine. Like, you know, just, they told me something like need to a little bit thick in my blood. I forget, it was like, don't eat greens or eat more greens. I always forget what I was supposed to do. But whatever, I reversed the process. Within a day, I wasn't doing it anymore.
That's good.
But no, seriously, like that green juice, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you're willing to spend
why not
money,
get the you know, like the skin, the pulp, whatever? Because there's so much you discard.
No, you're right. No, like
when you I said that's so weird.
But if you're trying to heal your body, you want complete juice, like because it has all what you really want. The other stuff is just what is it called?
Well, I mean, it's like fiber. It's
fiber, yeah,
and,
but how much fiber do you actually need? You know what I mean? Like it's all.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you obviously wouldn't have.
Do you ever see how big, like for a cup of juice, like how much goes into that? Imagine just putting a little bit amount. Like you're gonna get mostly fiber. Like you want that pure juice. Like my heart was at like I think it was like 25%, and now I'm at like the normal rate is like 55-60%, and mine is at that normal rate now from juicing every day. They gave me meds, like feeding me constant pills, and I was like. And as soon as I started juicing, 6 months later, when I got my checkup, oh, your heart's back normal.
What do you mean normal for you? Like 55%?
55% is normal for anybody.
Oh.
That's the normal. Apparently, that's what it is. But that's basically 100%. Like, I don't know. I guess it's all 55%. I don't know.
I thought they meant normal for if you have a defibrillator or whatever.
The heart muscle tissue, apparently 55 or 60% of this is like the normal rate.
Okay.
And mine was 10% or 5%. Oh. And they gave me so many pills, I didn't do any of that juice shit. And when we started dating, I think within like a year, I kept telling her, I was like, I really want to start juicing. I felt so weak. And she saw me slowly getting better. I was like, wow, I feel great. Like, seriously, man, that green juice, kale, spinach, celery, cucumber, lemon, green apple, and ginger. Mix that in a goddamn
I never tried putting ginger in there.
Put a little bit of ginger is very good for you, too. Well, speed up your metabolism and keep your weight down.
All right.
But nah, that mean green juice is what it's called, man.
I just got back in Virginia after visiting TJ in New Jersey, and I was about to drop off the keys to the rental car in the overnight drop box at Enterprise when I felt around and realized I don't have my house key and my car key, and I think I might have left them at TJ's house. I was trying to sleep and shower, which I haven't done today. I slept 3 hours. Now I have to figure out what I'm gonna shit. So I was able to work it out. I called a locksmith first, a 24-hour locksmith, to see if they could fabricate a key for my car, and they said it was going to be around $295. And then I called my mom, and I was trying to figure out, like, what can I do? How can we work this out? And like, is there a car I can borrow? Can you loan me money? And then she said, why don't you have a second key? And then I thought, oh yeah, and I checked around. I do have a second key for my car, thank goodness. So I got that. My landlord was able to give me an extra house key, so that saved me hundreds of dollars, because I was, if it wasn't for that, I would have to just keep using the rental car I have every day, but that would still get so expensive quickly.